two most compelling words in the draft report is and but. All right, so they read the player, and I'll take a defensive back. All right, he's got quick feet, change of direction, he has good long speed, can play man-to-man, he's a good tackler, he's got toughness, he's got really good ball judgment and really good ball skills. And he's a good person. He was a leader on the team. He graduated from school. Coaches love him. Read the same player, but he had a positive drug test. He had a domestic violence incident with his girlfriend. Got in a fight in a bar when he was a freshman. Strength coach said he wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. Who do you want on your team? Don't give anybody a reason to say but.
I love this video because this is an exercise that you can do. Right now, get a sheet of paper. Put a line down the middle. Put and put but. All right? And on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side. And ask yourself, what are the things that you bring to the table? What are the things you bring to the table? Is it your grades? Is it your work ethic? Is it your integrity? Is it your character? Is it your and those are on your ands, right? And then on the right side, we have but. Write down the things that you have that have been potholes you've fallen into. Now, don't get me wrong, all of us have made mistakes. So just because you put things on this right-hand side of the paper doesn't mean that you're a bad person. But it does mean that you need to at least have the awareness to know that people are going to see that. So if you were in trouble with the law, if you are in trouble with drugs, if you got caught for cheating, robbed, whatever those things are, you need to be able to do two things. One, you have to be able to acknowledge that these are things that people are actually seeing of me, right? And two, you need to be able to answer to those things if someone asks you as far as a college or a recruiter. Because much like an interview, if you've been fired from a job, people are going to want you to talk about it. They're not just going to let you walk out and don't have to wonder about it. They're going to ask you, hey, man, so tell me about, says you hauled off and slapped Susie. Talk to me about that. That's something they're going to want to talk about. So if on your right-hand side of the paper where you have those buts, he scored 30 points a game, but he was arrested for armed robbery. He scored 30 points a game, but he never goes to class. He scores 30 points a game, but his SAT score is fit for a third grader. What are those buts, and what can you do to, number one, be able to be aware that you know them, and number two, be able to speak to them should those questions come up. Don't be surprised, because when coaches put money into you, when they invest, and here's the thing, even if you're not on a scholarship, even if you're not getting paid, the coach still has to be able to trust you. Be able to trust you in the sense that you're putting on a jersey, you are wearing the same gear that everyone else is wearing. So if you make yourself look bad, you're going to make all of us look bad. So that's why I have to ask you these probing questions about the things that are on your butts side, on the right side of that, on that sheet I was telling you. Just some things you need to be thinking about. Hope that helped you out.